What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be going over the Miami Dolphins depth chart going up against the Baltimore Ravens. I already talked about my thoughts on how we're going to play against the Ravens. I've kind of gone over this depth chart too. But now that everything is finalized, I'm just going to go over it one more time before the game starts. Try to get it out this morning. Yeah, and give my thoughts on the game, expectations, stuff like that, just quickly. So at wide receiver, we got Parker, Wilson, and Grant starting. Of course, everyone already knew that was going to be the case. Without Stills, those are really our only guys. Allen Hurns, I don't really see him going to get much playing time. I think hopefully we see Preston Williams a little bit. I'm hoping to see him a little bit in the regular season. And Allen Hurns can definitely give us some value too, so it is what it is. Even without Stills, I still kind of like our receiving core. It's one of the better parts of our team, which isn't saying a lot, but, hey. So at left tackle, we got Julian Davenport, which is a newcomer here. He's going to be our starting left tackle. We pretty much got that without even having to fight for it. Got Isaiah Prince as the backup for both tackle spots. Of course, Michael Dieter is our starting left guard. We already knew that was coming. Daniel Kilgore, of course, our starting center. Shaq Calhoun did end up winning the starting right guard spot, and I guess they kicked Jesse Davis out to right tackle, which I actually like that. I'm not a big fan of Isaiah Prince, at least not right now. Maybe he can develop, but right now I'm not a big fan of him. And I like Shaq Calhoun and Jesse Davis a little bit more. So it'll be interesting seeing Davis at tackle instead of guard. So I'll be looking at that for sure. Maybe he'll do a little bit better at tackle because I wasn't a big fan of him at right guard. So here's hoping. Mike Gesicki at tight end, Durham Smythe, Nick O'Leary, Chandler Cox, which actually Chandler Cox is a fullback, actually. He's our starting fullback, but for some reason this doesn't show fullback, so it is what it is. In preseason, they seem to really like using fullbacks, and the Patriots use fullbacks, so I guess that makes sense. Brian Flores being from the Patriots. So expect him to get some playing time. Kenyon Drake is supposed to start. I don't know how healthy he really is. I'd say we're probably going to see quite a bit of Kalen Ballage. But either way, we're going to see a lot of him because it says starter and backup, but really I think it's a rotational thing. And with Kenyon Drake possibly not completely healthy, we might see some of these other three play a little bit today too. Who knows? Of course, Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback, but I'm not going to talk about that. Talked about that enough. Now they've got it formatted as a 3-4. Gotcha. Okay. See, this is a multiple style scheme, so it makes it confusing when they make it look like it's just a 4-3 or just a 3-4. So defense is a little bit harder. That's kind of weird that they got Ledbetter at nose tackle there. I don't really want to put him at nose. But yeah, take the defense with a grain of salt here. Let's look at the defensive backs a little bit because this is all going to be flipping around a lot. Charles Harris. Well, I'll talk about him at least. Him and Jonathan Ledbetter are our edge rushers, whether that means that's outside linebacker in a 3-4. Well, that's what Charles Harris is going to be playing, outside linebacker in a 3-4, or he's going to be playing defensive end in a 4-3. Because we're going to be doing both. Expect Jerome Baker and Sam to be playing a lot. Raquan McMillan, I don't know. We seem to run a lot of nickel packages and such during preseason, so that might be the case here as well. So yeah, which I actually kind of like that idea because I like our safeties a lot. So, yeah. And I'm not a big fan of Raquan McMillan. I mean, he's not bad, but not a huge fan. I'm just glad Kiko Alonso's out of here. Xavier Howard, of course. Eric Rowe, of course. Our depth is kind of, honestly, pretty terrible with corner. But safety looks pretty decent. Rashad Jones and Bobby McCain, they're showing the starter. But Minka Fitzpatrick is going to be moving around at all positions, really. He's going to be playing safety, corner, nickel, dime. He's going to be moving around the whole field. So it is what it is there. So, like I said, take this defense with a grain of salt here, this depth chart, because they're going to be moving around a lot, kind of like New England. I wish they would give us a more efficient defensive depth chart to look at. So that'll probably get easier to talk about as the season goes on, as we actually see this defense in action, as we see what players they seem to favor, because they're going to be rotating people in and out regardless. Yeah, we did let go of John Denny, so Tabor Pepper, I don't even know who that is. He's our long snapper now, I guess. Jason Sanders, Matt Hawk, kicker and punter. Yeah, Jakeem Grant, kick and punt return. Yep. We all knew that was coming. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about with the depth chart. As far as expectations go, like I mentioned in a video before, don't expect a whole lot from the Dolphins this year. I mean, we're going to suck. I mean, it's very possible that we go winless. I think I was looking at our schedule like a couple days ago, and I think the 3 teams that we have the best chance of beating are the Redskins, Giants, and Bengals. And even then, I think all 3 of those teams are way better than us. But, at least they're closer to our level. Maybe the Bengals. We might be able to top the Bengals. We'll see. But, yeah. Anything else I want to go? Oh, this isn't even just a Dolphins thing. This is about all teams. I wanted to bring this up about the Packers game. I just didn't get the chance. With the Packers and Bears, they I might actually end up making a separate video talking about that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here. Yeah. So if you like this video, I would appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.